What's up everybody, and welcome back to the TheKaijuNerd-Toy reviews. Today what we have here is a Figpin XL Godzilla pin, which is paying homage to the 1954 movie Godzilla King of the Monsters. I actually got this for my birthday from some very nice friends of mine, and because they did that for me, I'm going to put their Instagram tag somewhere on the screen so you can follow them. They do some nice Animal Crossing posts, so go check them out if you like. Now, this pin in particular is a series that's actually been retired, so you're no longer going to find this on Figpin's website. You're no longer going to find this in stores. The only place you can find them is online, and the only two places that I would recommend right now is to find them on eBay or Amazon. The cost that you'll most likely pay for these ranges from around $17 to $25. So right now, as of the time of me recording this video, Amazon seems to be having some deals on these pins, around 17, maybe even less. So I would check them out first. Okay, let's talk about the size and the detail of this pin. First, we check out the size, and this is roughly around 6.5 inches tall. And they're not kidding when they say it's an XL, because this is an extra large pin of the compared to the other pins that Figpin does. And just as a size comparison, I have Gundam Wing here, which is normal sized. And just look up, you know what, let me just move this a bit. There we go. Now just look at the difference in size for that pin. Normal size pin, extra large size pin. Alright, so let's talk about the color scheme now. The color scheme is undeniably grayscale. That is because it comes from a 1954 movie, and movies from that time were in black and white, so they're trying to, pay tribute to that. And if we get a closer look, you can see all the different shapes and curves and vector shapes that they did. This is obviously digitally painted, but it's very well done. So you can see on the body all those stripes and all those implied lines showing the shapes of the leg, shapes of the chest and the arms. It's like layered on top of layers of grayscale colors right there. And the pin is surrounded by a black border along the body to trap all that in. And if you haven't noticed already, that this thing is highly reflective, so I have a bunch of lighting and it's got a little difficult to get a good view with the light constantly reflecting off of it. If you take it outside in the sun, it's not going to blind anybody, but the light will bounce off of it, and it will be hard to see the shape of the figure, well, the actual details of the figure pin very well. But on the back, we have, let me zoom in again. On the back, we have a little bit of logo branding right there. Let me just take this off real quick. It also has a serial number right there that shows the identification of the pin. Also on the back, you may have noticed they have a nice rubber back on it. This thing is really thick, and it comes with a nice pull tab right here. So you don't have to grab this end right here and just yank it off. You can just grab this and yank it off. Let me just show you how that works. Put that back on. So you can just grab right here and easily take it off, leaving the spikes exposed, so you can just put it into something. Just watch out for these. These are very sharp and they will poke you. Very, very sharp, and they will poke you. Another thing about this back right here, you can actually use it as a stand. So if you just bend it a little bit like so, you can just place it and boom, it'll stand. Just like this one too. This one has a little one, but still all the same, you can still just stand it just like that. Yeah, as far as the metal of this pin, it is a nice quality hard metal. So this is a hard enamel pin, not a soft enamel pin. I thought this metal was actually aluminum or maybe even stainless steel, but actually it's not. It's something else. Let me pick up my notes real quick. All Fig pins are cast zinc alloy inlaid with hard synthetic color enamel and then finished with an electroplated nickel coating. So I guess what that means is you're looking at quality metal right there. Just a combination of metals to make this. So yeah, actually a really good pin. Now I'll show you the upsides and downsides of this pin. The upsides is that it feels quality. It feels like quality. It feels actually like a premium pin. You can feel like the texture is a little bit in it right there in the middle. And if you drop this, it's not gonna break. It's not gonna break at all, but it will scratch though. So if you drop this on concrete, you're gonna ruin this nice finish on the front. So if you're putting it on something, make sure it's not gonna fall off. Speaking of which, let me show you what you can put it on and see what you need to keep it nice and sturdy. Okay, so I have the pin on a backpack of mine, and let me see if there's a wide shot. Okay, so we have a wide shot of this, and you can see that it takes up quite a bit of room on the backpack itself. So if you want to put this on your backpack, make sure you don't have anything in the middle of it, like any other pins like I have right up here, out completely out the way. So yeah, you'll need a significant amount of room if you want to do this. However, like I said, this pin has some weight to it. So if you want to do that, it's going to hang. Once it's on your back, it's going to hang, and then once you start moving, it's going to start dangling and start loosening over time. That was my experience. So I'm just setting this down here, and you can see it's starting to lean over like that. And this is only being held by Velcro. So once that Velcro releases, it's going to hang even more. And the more you move, the more likely it's going to fall off and smack down all the way to the concrete and scratch your pin. So if you're going to do something like this, make sure, one, you have a lot of room, and you're going to need a harder foundation to support the pin, since it's only being held by the actual pin back that it came with. So speaking of a harder foundation, let me show you another bag. Okay, so here we have it on a laptop bag. As you can see, there's a lot more room for it. And this is a more stable Velcro that's attaching this. So, but still, if you move too much, the pin moves along with you. It just dangles a lot, and it has still has a chance of falling off. So, but still, it does take up a lot of room. But as long as you have a lot of room like this, you should be fine. And as long as your foundation isn't too thin, or it's not supported by a strong Velcro or buttons or whatever, you should be fine. but still movement is an issue, and gravity. So you can see if I do it like that, look how much it's like, you know, dragging the laptop bag down with it. From that side, still dangling a little bit, still pulling on it. So yeah, it's a nice looking pin on laptop bags and backpacks, but you need to take into consideration the amount of space you have and how heavy this pin is. So that's been a look at the Figpin XL Godzilla pin. A very great quality pin that I think any kaiju fan would actually love to have. As you've seen, you could put it on bags, but bags like backpacks or laptop bags. However, the pin is very hefty and it will actually pull on it a little bit, so just keep that in mind. Very good quality metal. Great quality pin back too. The rubber pin back, you can actually use it as a stand, as I'm doing now. It's not leaning on the buildings behind it right now. But yeah, overall I give this pin 4 stomps out of 5. That would be my new rating system going forward. So yeah, if you've liked what you've seen here, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you would like to follow me, I am on Instagram and Twitter at TheKaijuNerd. This has been The Kaiju Nerd with another review. Thanks for watching.